Today, we're going to be talking about my favorite racist in the world, Charles Darwin. Let's go! Before we get the video started, make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, hit the notifications so you can help your boy out so I can, grow this channel because I'm new to YouTube. Help your boy out. So today, we're going to be talking about Charles Darwin, the father of evolution. I think he's the father or one of the fathers of evolution. And we're going to be looking at a different aspect of what he believed and what most people don't talk about Charles Darwin, about how he was one of the biggest racists of all time. And I don't know why, if you're a black person, I will be the last person to believe in anything known as evolution. I'm gonna get you guys started with this video, this beautiful video made by Answers in Genesis by Ken Ham, and you're gonna see what the theory of evolution is all about, and how he explains how Charles Darwin explained the so-called races, because I believe there's one race, the human race. We're all the same, and that's the only way you can end this so-called racism is by believing that we're all one from Adam and Eve. But that's just me. That's my belief system. You can believe whatever you want to believe. But I'm just going to let you know that this information about what Charles Darwin actually believed in. Roll the clip.
I'll tell you a book that has incredible racist statements in it, and it's called The Descent of Man. But they won't ban that. Most people have never read it. I'd say probably most of the National Library Association people have never read it. Because if you do read it, you know what it says? At some future period, the civilized races of man will almost certainly exterminate and replace the savage races. The break between man and his nearest allies will then be wider. Then the Caucasians and some ape as low as a baboon instead of as now between the Negro, Australian Aborigine and the gorilla. Do you realize what Darwin's saying? The Australian Aborigines and people from Africa are closer to apes than what he calls the Caucasians. How's that for racism? Oh, if they're going to ban Laura Ingalls Wilder, we better ban Darwin, because Darwin really was racist. But you see, Darwinian evolution is protected by the secularists, because it's the justification for their rebellion against God.
So you guys saw that, right? Isn't that crazy? That people still that book he wrote, The Origin of Species or whatever he wrote, that book he wrote is still in colleges everywhere, and for some reason they haven't canceled that book yet. They canceled Dr. Seuss, Huckleberry Finn, all these other books, but for some reason that one. The reason why Ken Ham said it, because it goes against God. Of course, they're gonna leave it in there. They're gonna neglect the fact that this man was a total racist. Anyways, there's another thing again, when it talks about the Australian Aborigines. Now, this is what the Australian Aborigines actually look like this, okay? And the white people who believe in evolution believe that the Australian Aborigines were closer to what you would call the missing link, or monkeys or apes, whatever. And they would actually go over to Australia and do some horrible things to them. Watch this video.
You know, in 1924, there was a New York Tribune newspaper published saying the missing links were found in Australia, the Australian Aborigines. And it's true in Australia's history. There were people, scientists from Germany and England sent people to Australia to hunt down the Aborigines, herd them into swamps, herd them over cliffs, had instructions on how to boil up their skulls and skin them, all in the name of evolution. How is that for racism?
So you saw that. How in the world do people still believe in that thing? Well, I know the world is ran by the guy with the horns. So we know what's up. So of course they're gonna push this theory, because if they cancel this theory of evolution, guess what? The alternative is God, a higher power. And the world doesn't want that. So all I'm saying is this Charles Darwin was very, very open with his racism. And if you're black and you believe in evolution, don't be mad when some white dude call you a monkey, okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, if you believe that crap, because I don't believe that crap, because I believe there's one race, and that's the human race, and that's the only way to bring everybody together in this world is by believing that we are all the same from one blood, and even like the origin of languages and everything like that. Like the Bible explains. What I mean, you ain't got to believe the Bible. I mean, you ain't got to believe the Bible. I believe it, but you ain't got to. But I'm just saying, the Bible explains all this stuff. But the thing is, but science is still trying to figure out where languages came from. I know where it came from, Tower of Babel, but nobody wants to agree with that because it comes from the Bible. But it is what it is. But I hope this video was educational and you guys can see why I am not a believer in evolution and why you should not believe in evolution either if you don't consider yourself a racist. But but anyways, like, subscribe, and hit the notifications to see when I post something again. Help your boy out on YouTube. Peace out.